Hey, I'm Alexandra Harbushka, founder of Life With Herpes, and today we're going to talk about 3 reasons why it's actually safer to date somebody with herpes. Now, initially when we hear that, as I'm cattywampus because I'm 7 months pregnant, as I'm trying to walk and talk, initially when we hear that, it can make us scared, or people might initially think like, ew, date someone with herpes? Now that's the stigma talking, and that is a whole other subject. It makes me mad to hear it. We'll go there in a whole nother podcast, episode, YouTube, whatever. But I really want to acknowledge first that if your partner has told you that he or she has herpes, you need to give them a high five, round of applause, or just acknowledge them for that, because that was a really hard conversation for them to tell you. They truly care about you and they truly want this relationship with you. So that's just one thing I want to get out of the way and make sure you know. Okay, here are the 3 reasons why it's actually safer to date somebody with herpes. So number 1, the person knows that they have herpes. According to the CDC, 80% of people with HSV2 do not know that they have HSV2. They don't know they have herpes. That's a huge number. That is astonishing, right? So the majority of people that are having sex or sexual relationships don't know that they have herpes. So then here you have people spreading it, not knowing. You have people adding to the stigma, adding to the like cattiness behind your ears, talking like, ew, gross, people with herpes, right? But chances are they probably have herpes too. So number 1, the really good news is the person knows that they have herpes. Number 2, you and your partner can decide on the best methods to prevent transmission. So now that the cat's out of the bag, now that you know that your partner has herpes, you and your partner are going to do the best method possible that works for your relationship and whatever you guys feel comfortable with to prevent transmission. So that can be anything from condoms, that could be anything from taking the daily antiviral, that could be anything from a combination of everything. And of course, the number 1 thing that's required in my mind is communication. Number 3, your partner's gonna do his or her best to prevent transmitting this to you. So opposed to when you have a partner that's hiding it, or they're not sharing, or they're trying to keep it a secret or whatever, then that causes for like little white lies, or maybe like, oh, I can't see you tonight, or like it makes it uncomfortable. It makes sex uncomfortable, right? That intimacy part may be kind of awkward. So the good news is you both know that there's herpes. You both know that you and your partner need to talk about it. Whether it's, hey, I just had an outbreak, or hey, I'm feeling a little run down. I might be getting an outbreak. That's really important, and your partner will do his or her best to communicate that. It also requires you to make sure that he or she feels really comfortable opening up to you about having herpes. All right, so see why it's actually safer to date someone with somebody who knows they have herpes opposed to someone who has never been tested or has no idea or thinks that they've been tested. That's really why herpes is getting transmitted. So the way that it is because people either aren't tested or don't know. All right, so what I really want you to do if herpes is new in your life or you're trying to figure this whole thing out, the best thing to know is knowledge. Knowledge is power. The more you can know about this virus, know what it does in your body, know what it doesn't do in your body, know how it can impact things or not impact things, just what it is, like herpes 101. It's like a funny way to put it. But anyways, the more you can know about this virus, the better off you can be either in preventing transmission or preventing and receiving it. So I have a herpes outbreak toolkit. I put it together. I wish I had it when I was first diagnosed because I went to Google, which was a bad idea. There's really awful pictures on there. Don't do that. Don't look at those pictures. But anyways, I put it together. It is a week long of videos, handwritten emails, that didn't make sense. Emails from me, and just everything you need to know about herpes when it comes to outbreak prevention, pain, telling your partner, and just everything you want to know. So I have it linked for you here. It is the herpes outbreak toolkit, and I want you to check it out. All right, I will see you all soon. If you have any questions, anything you need to know, go to lifewithherpes.com. It's there for you. It's a repository of information, and I will see you all soon. soon. Bye. Okay, I just got finished recording my podcast episode with Dr. Aziz, and I have to tell you, it was so awesome. Dr. Aziz is a dating coach. He's a confidence coach. He is an expert in getting you from this uncomfortable phase of anxiety to owning it, feeling comfortable, feeling confident, and moving through life. So, if this episode you just watched on YouTube, you want to hear more, you want to hear more about dating, because trust me, when you're first diagnosed with herpes, when I was first diagnosed with herpes, I get it. I was super scared to date. I stayed in a relationship far too long, for about 2 years before I moved on. So that fear of dating and that rejection and wanting to get out there and tell someone definitely holds us back. That's why I had Dr. Aziz on the podcast, the Life with Herpes podcast, for him to help us with some tips, some tricks, and get us through this phase. So I have it linked for you. Definitely go check it out, and you will not regret it. It's a great interview. All right, see you soon.